Good morning. It is the 29th of November, Saturday, and it's almost time to crack open the advent calendars, start getting on the booze and celebrate Christmas. But before all that, it's time for another race. And tomorrow, I'm going to be taking on the Leeds Abbey 10K, which is going to be through those trees and past those buildings on that road, straight up Kirkstall Road, which will mean nothing to people who aren't in Leeds. Turn around, straight back down again. This will be my first race since the Chicago Marathon, which was actually not that long ago, at the start of last month. And I'm gonna go for a nice juicy 10K PB. As a reference point, my current 10K PB sits at 39.29. And I did that earlier this year, not in a race, just by myself, because I wanted to break the 40-minute mark. Setting myself the goal of just PBing doesn't really seem like enough tomorrow, because as I say, I set that PB 9 months ago and I'm definitely fitter now. So instead, set myself the goal of sub 38, which would involve holding pace for 10 kilometers at 3:47 per kilometer. At the end of my last video, which was the Chicago debrief, I said that I would document my progress training for the 10K, and I haven't. Whoops, sorry, but I have heard that YouTube's overall site traffic has gone down as a result. This is the first video I'm posting since then. So what's changed? Well, yeah, I'm trying to grow a beard and I won't be accepting any comments or feedback at this time. As far as the training itself has gone, I've focused on a bit of shorter speed work, but to be honest, just been trying to have a bit of fun with it. Marathon training can get quite boring and it's nice to do something a bit different, while also trying to be productive, of course. But yeah, had a good little 6-week block roughly. I've also purchased a heart rate monitor so I can accurately track my heart rate. I'll be using that tomorrow. Ironically, I'm not using it now, but I just don't really care because it's an easy run. And yeah, that's about it really. You're up to date with my incredibly uneventful life. Oh yeah, and I'm still not over Chicago. It's about 5 or 6 weeks since it happened. Whoops. So anyway, you're up to date. Currently on my 5K shakeout before race day. Going to do a few strides at the end, and that'll be me resting for the rest of the day. So in case anyone's wondering, I wake up about 6 today, try and get breakfast for 6:30, 3 hours before the race starts. And then what do I do with all the dead time? Well, it's just a bit of sitting around really, watching YouTube, or today, watching the thick of it. I do need a new TV. Wow, the picture is so bad. It looks worse on the camera, it's not actually that bad. But yeah, so just killing time a bit, and then brush my teeth, get into the warm-up. The race is literally about a 5-minute walk away from where I live. Like, it could not be any closer if it was in my kitchen. So that is all my breakfast had. Drank quite a lot of water this morning. So I drank about 500 mils of electrolytes, and then I've had maybe 2 or 3 more pints of water, which may sound like a lot, but I'll get it all out of me before the race. I don't like to drink much in like the hour or so before, just because I'm constantly worried that I'll need to go to the toilet, and it's just stress. So yeah, the only other thing that I'm going to take now as far as consuming before the race is this glutamine. Don't ask me exactly what this does, you can Google it, but basically for intense workouts it stops you getting tired as quickly as you would, and means that your muscles basically I said don't ask me to explain what it does, I'm going to try and explain what it does. I don't really know, but it does stop your muscles getting as tired as quickly as they would. So yeah, I'll take 3 of those tablets probably about 45 minutes before the start. So yeah. So as far as kit, I'm going for the Polar H10, I think it's called, heart rate monitor. Recent purchase for me. Really, if you want to monitor your heart rate properly, you shouldn't use your watch. It's not quite accurate. I'm not probably going to be checking my heart rate during the race, but it'll be interesting to see what it says afterwards. And then I've got my Garmin on as usual. This is actually probably going to be its last dance, so
Let's hope it's a good one.
So it is absolutely freezing. I'm just going to do some dynamic stretches and then do about 2.5k warm up just to get the blood pumping a bit. And then I'm going to do some drills, get into my race trainers and do some strides. So yeah, it is 8:30, so literally an hour until we start. Good timing, I think. So that's the warm-up done, about 15 minutes. The good thing about this race, literally being so close to my flat, is I'm now jogging back to get rid of some layers, get my carbons. So it is literally that convenient. Plan for today is to run hard, really. Come out with a time that will reflect that, you know. Want to do sub 38, like to think I've got it in me, but yeah, just run as hard as I can. And what will be, you know. Leeds Abbey Dash 10k 37:26. Come on! Just on my little post-race shakeout, doing a little 2k. I'm so buzzed, I can't even be bothered to analyse that. I ran well, I felt good, and I've smashed my target. Nothing more to say.
So it is Saturday, the Saturday after the Abbey Dash. So it's been nearly a week since I ran a 37:26, and to be honest with you, best race I've ever done. Like, everything was perfect. I absolutely smashed it, and it's not often I say that about myself because I am quite self-deprecating at times and critical, but I can't say anything bad about it. It was just a perfect storm. Yeah, didn't think I had 37:26 in me. To be honest, I didn't actually really know what pace or what time I was on for as I was kicking on right at the end. I just thought, let's just go hell for leather in this last 400, 500 meters, see what happens. And yeah, checked my watch when I crossed over and saw 37:26, and I just couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. But there you go, you can surprise yourself. So set yourself ambitious goals and just go for it, because you just never know what you're gonna do. As for the race itself, as I said before, a bit of a perfect storm really. So weather was great, not very windy at all, pretty cold, but sunny, dry, so that was good. The course itself was pretty nice. A bit uphill on the way there, the way out, and then on the way back, it was definitely a net downhill. So I think my splits were 18:58 for the first 5, and then 18:27, I want to say, for the last 5. I should probably check this sort of stuff before I come and do a YouTube video about it, but there you go. I don't get paid to do these videos. If I did, maybe I would. But yeah, like, just class, negative split, felt good, no problems throughout, pushed myself well, but also I think, you know, timed the point where I pushed on quite well. So yeah, did the last kilometre in like 3:35. So to be honest, I think maybe, and this is just me being like a bit of an idiot really, I think there's maybe a little bit more in me. And that's just because I didn't vomit crossing the finish line, but yeah, maybe there was a few more seconds off, but honestly, cannot complain with that, so happy. It's nice to have a really, really good race after Chicago, where obviously I've done a video about this on here, wasn't very happy with it, pretty disappointed, and just, yeah, generally was a little bit underwhelmed, because what it could have been, it wasn't, and that's just the way it goes. But yeah, it's good to have a little confidence boost when you do a time where you run a race that you just really didn't think you had in you. But that was what last Sunday was. I was stood there on the start line being like, oh, well, if I don't get sub 38, like, you know, those sort of negative thoughts that creep in. You try your best to shut them out, but yeah, especially when you've maybe missed goals quite a lot this year, like I have. I've gone for sub three times and missed it every time by a decent gap. So yeah, it's a little bit of self-doubt, and it's nice to just silence that voice and yeah, tell it that I am actually built different. So yeah, I think that's going to be the last race for me this year. There's a potential that I do a 5K before Christmas, but I don't really know whether I'm going to or not. I think I might just assess how the land lies closest to the time, because December's always a bit of a more chill month, and yeah, you're drinking a bit more, you're eating a bit more, you're a bit busier. So I'm not going to put pressure on myself to do it, but if it comes around to maybe like a week out, I'll probably still be able to sign up. So I might just decide as I go, be spontaneous. But yeah, if that is the last race, what a way to finish it. By far the best race I've ever done in my life. And another PB. The PB train just keeps on rolling. It keeps rolling through, not stopping at any of the stations. It is going straight. I don't know where I'm going with this metaphor. But anyway, another PB, another race, another PB. Happy days. Thanks very much for watching this video. Thanks for watching my waffle at the end. And I hope you have a fantastic week. Cheers.